Hi everyone, welcome back to Life Unfold. It's Seo Yan here. Today's video is honestly one I never thought I'd ever film. Something happened to me recently. Something scary, completely unexpected, and a first in my life. And I want to share it with you because it taught me a lot. And it could help someone else out there too. So as some of you know, I walk to work almost every day. It's part of my routine, I love the movement, and it helps me clear my mind. And lately, as I'm getting close to turning 40, I've been trying to take even better care of myself. But here's the irony. Despite trying to live healthier, I experienced something I had never felt in my life before. A hypoglycemia episode. Low blood sugar. And let me tell you, it was terrifying. It happened on an ordinary weekday. I walked home as usual, and on my way I stopped by a grocery store to pick up a few things for dinner. Nothing unusual. But while I was in the store, I suddenly felt something was wrong. At first it was subtle. I felt a little lightheaded, but I thought, maybe I just stood up too fast. But then it got worse. My heart started racing. My hands began shaking. I suddenly felt sweaty but cold at the same time. My vision felt strange, like everything was becoming a bit too bright and blurry. And then the strangest part, this overwhelming wave of weakness, almost like my body was shutting down. I remember thinking, I need to get out of here. Something is really wrong. But I couldn't even walk properly. My legs felt like jelly. I think I must have looked really unwell because a stranger, someone right beside me, held my arm and said, "Are you okay?" I barely managed to answer. And then, out of nowhere, a middle-aged woman rushed over and handed me a piece of candy. She said, "You're having low blood sugar. Eat this." I'd never been so relieved in my life. I ate the candy, and after maybe 1 minute, my mind started clearing. My body slowly came back. It felt like returning to reality after almost fainting. I can't explain how grateful I am for those ladies. They honestly saved me from collapsing right in the store. When I finally got home, I was still shaken. I kept thinking, how did this happen? I'm healthy. I eat regularly. I walk every day. So I sat down and did a deep dive into what hypoglycemia actually is, why it happens, and what signs we should never ignore. Hypoglycemia simply means your blood sugar drops too low. And even if you're not diabetic, it can still happen, especially if your routine or meals shift without you noticing. Here are several things that can trigger a sudden drop in blood sugar, even in healthy adults. Skipping meals or eating too little. Exercising more than usual without eating enough. Delaying meals after physical activity. Drinking alcohol on an empty stomach. Certain medications. Long intervals between meals. Stress or hormonal fluctuations. Yes, approaching 40 can play a role. I realized I had walked a long distance that day, eaten lighter than usual, and then delayed dinner, so the timing probably stacked up. If you ever experience these symptoms, take them seriously. Shaking or trembling, feeling faint or dizzy, heart racing, sudden sweating, extreme hunger, blurry vision, weakness, anxiety or panic, confusion. These symptoms can escalate fast, and fainting is absolutely possible. If this ever happens to you, here's what research recommends and what helped me that day. 1. Eat fast-acting sugar, 15 grams. For examples, 1 to 2 candies, a half cup of juice, regular soda, glucose tablets, honey. They work quickly because the sugar goes straight into your bloodstream. 2. Sit down and rest, so you don't fall or injure yourself. 3. Wait 10 to 15 minutes. You should start feeling better as your blood sugar rises. 4. Follow up with a small snack, something with protein plus carbs. A banana with nuts, yogurt, crackers, and cheese. This helps stabilize your blood sugar so it doesn't crash again. Here are helpful things to keep in mind, especially for those of us nearing our 40s or with active routines. 1. Don't skip meals. Your body needs steady fuel. 2. Eat balanced snacks. Protein plus carbohydrates equals stable energy. 3. Carry something sweet in your bag. Candy, dried fruit, or glucose tablets. I will always have something now. 4. After exercise, don't delay eating, especially after walking long distances. 5. Notice your body's early signals. Lightheadedness means eat something now, not later. 6. Manage stress and sleep. Hormonal shifts can affect blood sugar stability. This helps stabilize your blood sugar so it doesn't crash again. If you've ever experienced hypoglycemia, or if you've ignored symptoms thinking they were just stress, I hope this video encourages you to take your body seriously. And if you've never gone through this, I hope my story helps you recognize the signs early. One piece of candy saved me from fainting, but understanding my body will protect me much more in the long run. Have you ever experienced anything like this? Or do you have tips that help keep your energy stable during busy days? I'd love to hear your stories in the comments. And if you found today's video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss more wellness and lifestyle content from Life Unfold. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see you in the next video.